Now then, how are you doing? Today I'd like to talk about and show you some of the earliest Elvis Presley CDs released in Japan. And the first ones came out in 1984, and they were Elvis's Golden Records, Gold Records Volume 5, and this one, Merry Christmas. Here's the back cover, and on the white part you can see there are song titles in Japanese, and the reason why they appeared there is because the CD was issued without an obi. None of the first three CDs came with an obi. So on the inside you have the blue RCA design disc and the cover insert. That's just a 4-page insert, nothing much on the inside, just a list of other CDs available. And there was also a separate insert which has Japanese liner notes on one side and English lyrics on the other. The following year, in 1985, there was a series of 10 Elvis CDs released, and this is one of them, Golden Records. So this was the second version of Golden Records to be released in Japan. The one in 1984 was in electronic stereo. This one is in mono. So on the back you have the English titles here, and the Japanese titles appear here on the back of the obi. Underneath the obi, on the edge of the rear artwork, you just have the record label, copyright information, and so on. So as you can see, there is an obi, and I'm not holding it, but it's not falling off, and that's because of the design of the obi. And this kind of obi was called a fold under obi, and that's because the obi was folded under the jewel case and it remained in place. So once again you have the blue RCA disc. The artwork is very similar, just a 4-page insert, cover insert, and then the Japanese insert, which also has English lyrics. On the spine there, all these CDs have a similar design, RCA logo, and then the Japanese title. And the obi, each of the 10 CDs had a different coloured obi. So another one in the series was Gold Records Volume 2 with the pink obi. Again, the back cover follows a similar design with song titles in Japanese on the obi and the English titles on the rear artwork. Only 10 songs on this CD, no bonus songs at this stage. Once again, you can see the obi folds under the case, and there's the blue disc, and again you have a 4-page insert with another insert with the English lyrics. Madison Square Garden, same series, same design on the back, same design on the spine, RCA logo and the title. Blue disc, insert, lyric sheet. And I've got one more from that same series. This one's actually still sealed. This is the Blue Hawaii CD. This was the last of the 10 CDs released. Again, RCA on the spine. So the fold under obi design continued until the following year, 1986, when this CD came out. This is a Japan-only compilation by request, and it contains 15 songs. It's a little bit top-heavy on the later period, and some of the songs on here you don't generally find on best-of compilations. For example, I've Lost You, You've Lost That Loving Feeling, and You Don't Have to Say You Love Me. It does have a version of Suspicious Minds, but it's actually I think it's the version from Elvis in person, because it's 7 minutes long. And still has the blue RCA disc, fold under obi, and again with the 4-page cover insert and a separate insert with the lyrics. Still the nice stylish RCA logo and Japanese title on the spine. So in the next year, 1987, the fold-under obies had gone, and they were replaced by the obi design which became the standard. And basically this just slots over the outside of the jewel case. So this is the #1 hits from 1987. There are no surprises on the track listing, it's just the same as America and Europe and elsewhere. The RCA disc, blue disc, and this time you get a booklet. Not 2 separate inserts, but 1 booklet. And the lyrics, of course, are also included. In 1988, there were yet more Elvis CDs released, and this time they were the more of the classic Elvis CDs. So, for example, this one here, Loving You, and this was part of a series called the RCA Popular CD 2500. So the 2500 refers to the price, 2,500 yen. You can actually find another version of this very same CD, but with a cheaper price point. But the 2,500 yen version came first. So this time the back has changed slightly. On the back of the obi, you can actually find the other CDs, other Elvis CDs available at the time. So the Japanese song titles appear on the rear artwork along with the English titles. And you still have the blue RCA disc, and it comes with a booklet this time with the lyrics, of course. And I've got just 2 more to show you from the same series. These are actually both still sealed. His Hand in Mine. Same design, English and Japanese titles on the rear artwork, and other Elvis CDs on the obi. There is one slight difference between this one and Loving You. So this one was released 1 month before this one, but in that time they changed the design of the spine. So the Loving You CD still has the RCA logo at the top, but 1 month later the His Hand in Mine album was released without the RCA logo on the spine. And the last one I have to show you is Potluck, again from the same series. It's 2,500 yen version. English and Japanese titles on the yellow inlay card, and then other CDs on the back of the obi. And this has the same design on the spine as His Hand in Mine. Alright, so those are some of the earliest CDs released in Japan. Thanks for watching.